for you, sir. We have such respect for your family and your children. We just want your little piggy. We just want the little pig man that you have inside your house. Can you let us purge? And he gets very sexual. Can you let us purge, Mr. Hawk? And he's like, I don't like that. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Nothing is ever going to be okay again.
Despite that, we gotta get into the movie itself. Chat, we are starting out. It is the year 2022. As I said before, the Purge has been in effect for about a decade, I want to say. About a decade, and American society is going great. Uncle Sam and the new Founding Fathers, they are worshipped, they are blessed for their decision to institute the Purge, chat. And we're introduced to the character of Tony Hawk, chat. I know his name is Ethan Hawke. His name is Tony on this goddamn stream, okay? I don't want to hear it. But Tony Hawk, chat, he lives in a very wealthy, affluent neighborhood, and what his job is, chat, he sells security systems, advanced security systems, which are used throughout the Purge, chat, but they're very fucking expensive, and you gotta have a lot of money. You gotta have a lot of moolah to buy this thing, chat. Locks down your home. You got multiple cameras, chat. You got sound systems to tell you where people are in the house. It's what you need, okay, to survive the Purge. But if you aren't rich, you're fucked. You can't afford this stuff. You know, you're not gonna do too well if you live in a middle-class neighborhood or, God forbid, chat, a dirty, poor neighborhood, as the film points out. It's just not great. But Tony Hawk, he's just happy, chat. He's fucking driving home. He just closed a big goddamn deal for another security system. Add another $100,000 to his account. Oh boy, he cannot wait to tell his wife. Calling up his secretary, Chaz, like, congratulations, Tony. You closed another deal. It's like, hey, you closed that deal, Secretary Lady. She goes, oh no. It's like, no, we're a family. We do this together. He's like, okay, boss, thanks. He hangs up the phone, chat. And he's stopping by his neighbor's home. They're waving, hi, Tony Hawk. Hello, neighbors. You got your new system? It's like, we just uploaded today. That's great. That's great. Bless the Founding Fathers. God be with the new Founding Fathers, chat. And you notice, like, I love there are some cool aesthetic things in this movie where a sign that you support, that you are a patriotic American, chat, of the Purge, that you support the Purge, and you like what it does. Everyone has these big bouquets of blue bonnets, these bluebell flowers, chat, and they each put them out in their homes and things. They put them right there. It's like, this house supports the Purge. It's like, oh, that's so nice, chat. It's like, dude, little do we know, it's so you're in support of mass genocide and slaughter. It's fucked up, but it's like, you know what, honestly, I could probably see that now. And chat, he goes ahead, he pulls up into his driveway, chat. He lives in the biggest house in the neighborhood, chat. They just finished a new addition thanks to all those deals he closed, you know, earlier, chat. Able to put a whole new fucking wing on the house. And now him and his wife, chat, played by goddamn Cersei. I don't know her name, chat. I go, Laura, her name is Cersei for the sake of convenience, chat. They want to buy a yacht. That's how much extra money they got right now. And he goes inside, he's like, Cersei, how you doing? They're smooching everything, chat. But you get the sense that there's some tension. You know, they've been married for a while, chat. They know that they were at a point in their life about 10 years ago, before the Purge, chat, where they were just struggling to pay the rent in their apartment. Harry had a kid. They had another one on the way, chat. It was a rough times for them, but things are good with the Purge for so many Americans, but not all, chat. And he's going, so, hey, where are the kids? Fucking Charlie, he's, you know, playing with his gizmos and things. And boy, we're going to talk about Charlie, chat. That kid's fucking weird. Lena Headey, that's it. Her name is fucking Cersei. That's who she is. She's my queen. A lot of people's queen. A lot of people's queen. And this is right when she was doing Game of Thrones. Some people are like, oh, Lena Headey, fucking Cersei's in this movie? What? That's crazy. I have to actually care about Cersei and what happens to her? What? It's so surprising. And, you know, Charlie's doing some weird shit. He's pulling the heads off of dolls and stuff and putting them on. He's like, their son Charlie, chat, is like Sid from Toy Story. If you ever wanted to see a live action version of Sid from Toy Story, this movie gives it to you. There you go. We'll get to the weird shit that he's into. Very bizarre. And then, Tony Hawk, he's asking, well, where's Zoe? Where's my daughter? His daughter's name's Zoe, right? It is Zoe, chat. Zoe. And she's like, she's going through her mood swings, chat. She's a teenage girl, as we know. And chat, as we all know, teenage girls, they are the worst. They're incapable of making any decisions on their own. They're mean for no reason. Just the absolute worst, as this movie hammers home, chat. Over and over and over again. He goes, well, that's great. I'm going to go ahead on my phone and close some more deals. She says, great. And so good old Cersei, she leaves because she's making dinner right now, chat. She goes outside, she waves to the neighbors, and one of her neighbors, chat, the one who so often throwing block parties, or not house parties every year at the Purge, comes on over. I'm going to call her Kathy. No, Karen. We're going to call her Karen. Purge Karen, chat. Purge Karen comes over to see Cersei, and she's got a big fucking plate of freshly baked cookies, chat. Chocolate, double chocolate chip. That's pretty goddamn good. That's pretty goddamn good, in my opinion. And she's like, here you go, sir. She's like, oh, thank you. And fucking Purge Karen's just like, oh, I see that you completed the new addition, huh, in your house. Yeah, I guess it was all those, security systems that your husband sold us. And she goes, I don't know. I mean, we just wanted to build a new addition to the house. And he goes, yeah, I know you're making so much money now from those security systems he's selling. She goes, I suppose so, yeah. Karen, are you having your annual Purge party at your house? No, seriously, we're not having my not Purge party. No, we're just going, you know what we're just going to do? We're just going to relax, going to make a small dinner, going to be light, a salad, maybe some salmon, and, just the hubby and I and our kids, we're just going to have a nice quiet Purge, watch the highlights on the news. That's what we're going to do. She's like, oh, okay, that's great. And she's like, I'm just going to go back inside. And she goes, okay, bye, Cersei, bye. And she goes back inside the house, chat. And she's still working on dinner. And then, as she's doing stuff, chat, as she's, putting plates down and things, set up the table, she turns around and there is a severed doll's head. No, not even, chat. It's like a doll's body, but like it's one of its arms are removed and half its face is burned like fucking Harvey Dent. And it's just, its legs are gone. Legs are gone, chat. And its torso is sitting there like on a remote control card. She goes, ah! And chat, apparently this abomination was created by her very own Sid, chat, Charlie. He loves taking things apart and putting them back together again. And she says, Charlie, can you please come here and set up the table for me? And then we meet Charlie, chat, and he's just in this we don't know where he is in the house. It's like, is he in the walls? Is he living in the walls? This family's fucking weird. He's living in a little crevasse, chat, in his bedroom, and he's got these these goggles on and these sunglasses on. He's able to see what the fucking doll sees. It's terrifying, and he's controlling this thing, chat. It's like a little remote camera. So wherever this thing goes, he's able to see it where he is. And he goes fine, and Cersei, she's making dinner and everything, chat, and he scares her for a second time. It's the second jump scare of the movie. It's ridiculous. Nothing has happened. And chat, I'm sorry, but this kid, he bears a striking resemblance to a young Alan Rickman. If you want like a combination, if you want a hybrid between Sid from Toy Story and Alan Rickman from Harry Potter, this movie gives it to you, okay? But he does not have that charming Hans Gruber, Severus Snape voice, though, Che. He just sounds like any prototypical American child, but he's just fucking weird. And he's like, all right, he's like showing his mom the weird doll car thing that he created, chat. And she's like, that's great, okay, set the dinner. Oh, chat, we got a new phone. We have a new friend, chat. Let me go and thank this person. We'll jump back in the review. Yuto Rizero. You're my new follower. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a very nice Wednesday evening. Yes, crevasse. Yes, right. Oh, God. Ethan Hawke was in this. Yes, he's Tony Hawk in my review right now. We changed his name to Tony, chat, for the sake of convenience for myself. And so then, we're like, well, now we met Charlie, the little creepy fuck. What about Tony Hawk's daughter, chat, Zoe? Oh, we're seeing Zoe, and she's up there having the sex. She's having the sex with her boyfriend, Henry, chat. And the thing is, though, Tony Hawk and Cersei, they don't want Henry in the house. He's too old, chat. He's like in his 20s. The fucking Zoe, she's what, 17, 16? It's like, that's a little, that's a little, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it either. I'm on Tony Hawk's and Cersei's side. So Zoe's trying to keep it a secret. She's not telling her parents, chat, because she's going through the changes. She's going through the changes right now. And, you know, they're smooching. And you know, Zoe's just like, I love you so much, Henry. And Henry just looks at her and goes, that's nice. He says nothing. Doesn't say I love you back. He says, you know what? How about instead of saying we love each other? This is fucking weird. You can, already Henry's like, no what, Henry, you're there's something wrong with Henry, chat. There's something troublesome about him. He's like, instead of let's say we love you, let's come up with like a little funny thing that we do that say that we love you. And his thing that he comes up with the chat is like, let's growl at each other. Let's go, arr. And she goes, what? He's like, yeah, let's go, arr. And she's like, okay, arr. It's fucking weird. Comes out of nowhere. And so they're growling at each other. And eventually, he's like, it's an hour until Purge time. I gotta get home. Sorry, Zoe. And she goes, it's okay, Henry. Rawr. He goes, rawr. And so then he fucking climbs down from the balcony, chat, and he leaves, chat. And then we're at dinner. Cersei has made a very nice spread, chat. Low carb, no carb, practically no goddamn carbs at all, chat. It's amazing. Mr. Yasmin, the actress who plays the daughter, Adelaide Kane, has a Twitch channel. Really? Oh boy. I might not have very positive things to say about her. Not many positive things to say about her performance, chat. It's not even her fault. It's the writing. It's the goddamn writing in this film. But we're at dinner, chat. And you can already tell that there's some tension at the dinner table as they're eating their very low-carb meal, chat. Their salmon and salad, whatever the else they're fucking eating right now. And you know, Tony Hawk, he just closed another goddamn meal. He was like, hey, guys, you want to tell me about your day? How about that? Charlie, my man, tell me about your day. And Zoe pipes up and says, Dad, you do this all the time. It's stupid. Let's just stop. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. We got the teenage daughter who is rude for no reason to her dad. She resents her father, even though she is surrounded by this infinite fucking wealth, chat. She has all this goddamn wealth and everything. She's spoiled. That's what she is. She's spoiled, and she doesn't appreciate everything that her parents give her. And the thing is, they don't reprimand her. Oh God, fucking white people, chat. I'm sorry, but white people, am I right? Because the mom doesn't reprimand her for being so rude to her dad, and the dad says, no, just ignores her, and he just keeps asking Charlie. And we learn about Charlie. He's like, oh, well, today in history, we learned about the origins of the Purge and how it's patriotic to participate in the Purge. I must record my heartbeat. And then he's like, because he has this little timer on his wrist, chat. And I guess it records, everyone has one, it's like a little wristwatch, and everyone records their vitals. And it's like, this is fucking weird. And he like writes them down in a journal and shit. And Zoe's just like, yeah, I'm on Zoe's side this one. She's like, that's so weird. And, you know, and fucking Ethan Hawke, he's like, don't worry about it, it's fine. And he starts, and then in health class, we learned about anatomy and things. And she's like, did you learn about penises? And Ethan Hawke's like, whoa, let's not do the penis talk at the table, okay, Zoe? Let's not do it, all right? And Zoe's like, I'm done with you guys. I'm going upstairs to talk about penises by myself. And they're like, what are we going to do with her? What are we going to do? And so like, all right, let's clean up the dishes, chat, and then they go to the fucking monitor. They get the little command room and everything. And it's like it's like, Zoe, come back down here. Your father wants to see you. And Zoe comes back down, chat. She comes back down, and he starts fucking beeping and bopping and booping all those buttons, chat. And the fucking house starts to shut down, chat. Starts to shut down. There's metal doors or like metal coverings on every single door and window all around the house, chat. We are secure. Security systems are up. You got your little laser wires tripped up so anyone comes on the property. You got your security cameras working in case you see anybody. So we're good. We're golden. And they're just like, all right, let's get the snacks. Let's get the food and let's watch. Let's just watch all night and make sure we can get through this. And so he's like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to go to bed. And, it's like, but we do this every year. It's like, I don't want to. And she goes back upstairs. She's like, oh, okay, whatever. And then Charlie's like, yeah, Dad, I kind of want to, I don't know if I want to do this right now. And he's like, I'm going to go to my room too. He's like, okay, fine. And so then it's just fucking Ethan Hawke, chat, Tony Hawk, and Cersei, and they're cuddling, watching the security cam footage. But we follow Zoe back to her room, chat, and boom, fucking Henry jumps out of nowhere. Henry, he snuck back in the house. He's like, Henry, what are you doing here? And he's like, I want to have the sex, like, right now. Let's start pumping. And she goes, hell yeah, let's fucking do it. And they start having the sex chat, but he can't do anything. He's just like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. And she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? He's just like, your dad. He's like, he doesn't like me. And that's why I came back to the house. I didn't come back to the house to see you. I came back to see your dad. She's like, you love my dad. I love him so much. It's not that, Jen. No. He wants to confront his dad and say, like, listen, I want to, I love your daughter. I want you to be comfortable with our relationship. I want to prove to you that I'm an okay guy. Basically, it's like, I just want to be honest. Although, he just wants to be honest, chat. But probably not the best, thing to do in this moment is to sneak back into the house on Purge night where everyone is fucking, anxious and scared that someone's going to come into their home and murder them. That's probably not the best, starting off on the right foot. Henry, okay? Not the best thing. He's like, I just really want to talk to your dad. She goes, I don't know if that's the right thing. Meanwhile, chat, we cut back to Charlie. He's doing fucking weird shit. He's using his little remote control dead baby car. He's got the little dead baby car, chat. And he's fucking going around the house and shit. And he goes to the security room and he looks up, chat. And he sees someone on the footage. He sees, like, who the hell is that? He sees someone, like someone's just running away, chat. They look injured. It's like, oh no. And so he goes to the room himself and he sees this guy, chat, this mysterious stranger who has no name, even though he's featured in the other films, but this mysterious stranger, and he hears he's like screaming, but they have the audio shut off, and so he puts the audio, and this guy's just like, please, just I just want to get out from outside, please, someone let me inside, they're coming for me. They're trying to kill me, please. Like, he's begging for his life. And Charlie, he's weak, Chad. He doesn't believe in the patriotic tradition of the Purge. And he's at the control panel, chat. And he could just put the code in right now. He could lift up the security systems and have this man come inside. And he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do, Charlie?" He's like, "I feel so bad for this man, this poor soul." And he bops and boops and beeps. Shit, he puts that fucking code, and all the security systems start rising. And he fucking runs out to the front of the house. Shit, opens the door. He's like, "Come on, man, come on." These guys like, "What? Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, come on, run." He's fucking running. Shit, here's shots in the distance. Here's assault weapon fire, chat. It's crazy. Charge in the 5 minutes. I would have just left his ass outside. I'm saving myself. Oh my God, see? That's why you are a proud American, Darkslayer. You're a patriotic American who believes in the grand tradition of our new founding fathers, the Purge. Proud, sir. And so he's calling this guy over, but fucking Tony Hawk and Cersei, they go back to control. It's like, what's going on? Why is the systems being lifted? Because they were just fucking looking at boats, chat. That's all they were doing. Cersei was running the treadmill, chat, trying to get that anxiety out of her and everything like that. And, he's like, what the hell? And he has a gun on him, chat. Like, he went to they do have some weapons. They have, like, several shotguns, multiple pistols in the house. He has this really cool, like, shotgun where he holds it like this. It was, like, kind of interesting. And that comes later on in the movie. But he's like, what's going on? He goes to the control room. He's like, oh, no, there's a guy trying to get inside the house. So he bops and beeps and boops, chat, and the systems start coming back down. And this mysterious stranger, he's like, Charlie's like, oh, the doors are shutting, come. And he fucking slides. He fucking dives and slides into the house. And he stands up. He's like, oh, Jesus, thank you, kid. Thank you. And then Ethan Hawke and Cersei, they walk in and like, who are you? And he has his gun on him. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry. Your son let me in. And meanwhile, we cut back outstairs. And Henry's just like, listen, let me go talk to your dad. I'm going to be honest with him. I'm going to tell him how I feel about you. Everything's going to be okay, Zoe. And she goes, okay, that's great. And so while this is all happening downstairs, Chad, Henry walks downstairs and he says, Tony Hawk. And Tony Hawk turns and Henry pulls out a fucking gun and starts shooting at Tony Hawk. I'm like, whoa, what the hell's happening? And I'm like, oh, Henry's crazy. You know what, Chad? I think the fact that he said, like, in order to say, like, we love each other, let's just growl. Like, that should have been the first, like, oh, this guy's insane. No wonder. And so he just starts fucking shooting at good old Tony Hawk, Chan. Tony Hawk goes, whoa! And Tony Hawk returns fire, Chan. Henry, he's a shit shot, Chad. He missed Tony Hawk completely. He fucking whiffed. But Tony Hawk's pretty goddamn good shot, Chad. He fills him with molten hot lead, Chad, all in his tummy and chest. And so he's like, no, Dad, don't kill Henry! And she fucking drags Henry back up the stairs, Chad. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? She drags him, all the way back to her bedroom. And Henry's just like, just coughing up all of his intestines and blood and teeth. She got him in the mouth too. He's like, ah. And she's like, no, Henry, why? Why'd you do that, Henry? I love you. And he fucking dies. It's like, again, I'm like, all right, here we fucking go. It just dumb, chat. Like, okay, so the guy was just crazy, and he thought in his own mind, if I kill my girlfriend's father, she'll love me even more. That makes so much more sense, chat. Oh my God. And so we cut back to Cersei and Tony Hawk, and they're like, oh, Jesus, I thought I got shot. He's like, you're fine, you're okay. And he'll go, where's that guy? Where's the mysterious stranger? He just fucking took off, chat. He's just somewhere in the house. You shouldn't have built that extra wing. There's far too much space, too many crevasses to hide. And they go to Charlie, like, Charlie, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, I'm sorry. He was scared, and he was yelling. He wanted help. He was like, you leave the fucking pores outside, Charlie. Okay? That's where they need to be, outside. Not us rich folk. Our rich white folk, we're inside, okay? Also, there's definitely a little bit of, it's playing with, racism in this movie, chat, because the mysterious stranger who is being hunted by these fucking pack of white yuppies, he's black. And so it's like, I see what you're doing here, movie. I see little subtle cultural commentary on the racism. I get you, film. I get you. And so he's somewhere in the house, chat. It's like, oh, we got to find this guy. And so Ethan Hawke's like, I gotta go check on Zoe. And then, so he goes and puts Cersei and Charlie in the control room. And he goes up the stairs. And he's fucking looking for Henry, but he sees his dead body, checks his pulse. He's just like, yeah, he's dead. I killed this kid. He's all horrified himself. And then, chat, throughout the movie, this is a common thing that happens, a common action, is that people will just appear behind you and then they'll just walk away. That happens so many goddamn times in this film. Thank you, Captain Ninja. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. And where the mysterious stranger, he is directly behind Tony Hawk, and it's like, just grab this gun or tackle him, but he just walks away. There's so many times this happens in the film. It's so fucking lame. He's just gone. He's like, oh, what's happening? And he goes back to the control room. He couldn't find... Zoe's just vanished. How big is this house? He goes back to the control room and says, I killed Henry. He's real fucking dead. I don't know where this other guy is. It's just not good. Zoe's gone. Zoe's gone too. I want to make sure... listen, you guys stay here. I don't want... because Cersei's like, no, let me help you. She's like, no. I don't know who this guy is. We don't know. He could attack you or Charlie. Please stay here. I'll take care of this. But then, chat. They look in the monitors, and all of a sudden they see on the security cam footage, they see there's this fucking mob of people shooting off all these assault rifles and pistols, chat. They're just singing and skipping. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Now we're going to get to the big fucking action. Now we're going to get to the Purgers, if you will. The Purgers. And these were the people that were chasing the mysterious stranger. And for some reason, they learn... I guess it's through the neighbors of, like, Ethan Hawke and stuff and Cersei that the mysterious stranger went into that house, and they just fucking walk up there, and the guy just takes his mask off, chat, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Here's going to be, like, the crazy leader of them. He's going to be very charismatic, and I'm sorry, chat, like, this actor who plays he's just called the polite purger, the polite man. Yeah, he's called the polite purge leader. Lame as hell. He's like aping everyone from William Dafoe to Jack Nicholson to Nicolas Cage, and he's not charismatic enough, and he's not crazy enough. Like, you know what? I see what you're doing, but you're just not there. Maybe the material just didn't serve him. The material definitely didn't serve any of the actors well. That I can definitely say. But he's doing the whole creepy thing where he's just talking to the camera, but there's no audio, and he fucking turns it on. Thank you, show, for the 10 biddies. Mortal Kombat has begun, indeed. Well, not really. It's not until the last 15 minutes when they actually, the combat starts. It takes a while. It takes a while, chat. The siege part of the movie doesn't really happen for, like the ending 15, 20 minutes, I'd say. And he turns the audio on. The guy's like, hello, Mr. Hawk. Me and my friends are here to kill the little homeless piggy, the swine that entered your home. Now, why would you keep him in your house, Mr. Hawk? Oh, your neighbors tell us you designed all these security systems, and we have such respect for you, sir. We have such respect for your family and your children. We just want your little piggy. We just want the little pig man that you have inside your house. Can you let us purge? And he gets very sexual. Can you let us purge, Mr. Hawk? And he's like, I don't like that. And he's like, Mr. Hawk, just so you understand, me and my friends can come in here anytime. Do you think these metal walls are going to stop us? And while this is all happening, chat, we get like this footage. The movie opens up with this footage too of like actual camera footage of people committing real world violence, which is like, oh, it's disturbing. And then also the movie's version of it, it's like that, not as good as what we saw before. And you just see his fucking friends in the background just, you know, playing hopscotch and jump rope or just standing there and doing their heads back and forth. The fucking laziest anarchist / purgers amenable, chat, just doing creepy things for the sake of being creepy. It's just like, yeah, this isn't working. It's honestly, chat, very lame. And like, you got this guy just delivering this dialogue, trying his, I mean, I'll give him this. He's A for effort, I guess. Trying his damnedest to sell it, chat, but it's just not working. And he's saying, listen, my friends and I, we have the proper equipment, and it'll be here soon, Mr. Hawk. And we will blow your house down to get our little swine, our piggy. So if you bring us our piggy, Mr. Hawk, we won't have to purge your family. Okay? We're gonna go play now and do creepy stuff in the background for the next 45 minutes. Bye-bye, toodles! And he fucking skips off, chat. Bush League horror. Honestly, it's like, I don't know, it feels like a combination of like his character is an amalgamation of like a character from the Breakfast Club and like and like Christian Bale's character from American Psycho. And it's like those two just don't blend together. They're just not working, chat. It's like if Anthony Michael Hall and Christian Bale had a baby, all right, and it looked like a blonde Jack Nicholson, that's what we got here. It's just not working here, chat. And so he's like, I gotta find this guy. Also, they turn off they somehow, I don't know, it really shows how shitty the security system is, chat, because they managed to get to the power and they turn off the power and the emergency generators pop back in. And Cersei's like, so he's like full of shit, right? And this is when the movie is like, you lost me. When he says this fucking line here, chat, Cersei asks him, so he's full of shit. These are like advanced security systems, right? And Ethan Hawke, he goes, yeah, actually, these security systems aren't great at all. She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, I mean, they're more just there for appearances. You know, I mean, you can shoot them and then bullets will bounce off, but you can rip these things off easy. And she's like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, sorry. He's fucking selling people Dutch chat. It's incredible. He learns that this advanced security system isn't shit. You just put a fucking hook on it and tie it to the end of a truck. You can yank all that shit down easy. You can easily shut off the power. Apparently, it's just right out in front of the house. It's like, are you kidding me? It's just ridiculous. It's not buried underneath the ground at the very least. So they gotta look for it. It's like, no, you just fucking cut the power. Just lame. It doesn't make any goddamn sense, chat. Oh, I used cheaper contractors to seal his fate from that moment. He did. He was like, yeah, sorry, I've been selling placebos to people. Placebo security systems. They're all garbage. And so they shut it down. He's like, all right, I got to find this guy because I got to get him and we got to save ourselves, chat. And so while this is all going on, like, for whatever reason, because at this point, like, Cersei and Tony Hawk, like, okay, we both got to, our house is way too big. Now we're learning how much of a detriment it is to have a large mansion, chat, and when it's fucking dark and you got crazy fucking yuppies outside. And so they go throughout the house looking for this guy, and then, chat, we get so many scenes, I'm telling you, it's a constant theme of this movie, of the mysterious stranger appearing behind either Cersei or Ethan Hawke, chat, and then just vanishing. That's all he does. And the Purgers also do that later on in the movie. It's like, why are you doing this? But it's to cause fake tension. And the thing is, chat, it happens so many times in the film that you're not scared anymore. It's just like, I don't even care because clearly you've showcased he's not going to do anything. So why should I feel any sense of anxiety when you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again? It's lame. And so they go throughout the house, but Charlie, he's, oh man, his fucking heart, yeah, he feels for this mysterious stranger. And so he gets his little fucking abomination baby car, and he peruses the house, chat, and he finds the mysterious stranger behind a couch. And I love the stranger's reaction. He goes, what the fuck? Oh, it's a baby! And he freaks out, but for some reason, chat, the stranger understands Morse code, and Charlie Morse codes to him, come with me, I will show you to my secret hidey hole in the walls of my house. And the mysterious stranger goes, all right, why not? And so he follows this little abomination baby car throughout the entire house. How does that thing get upstairs? That question is not answered, chat. Because we learn their bedrooms are on the upstairs level and the guy is on the first floor. So no one asked this question when the movie came out, Chad. How did that baby abomination car get up the stairs? Is the baby alive, Chad? Did it fucking just crawl up the stairs? Is that its purpose on top of the car? It's not established. It's not established, Chad. But they get up there, and he shows them the hidey hole. He's like, go in there. And the fucking guy goes, all right, creepy abomination baby car. And he gets on his hand and knees, Chad. He uncovers it, and fucking weird shit and like, okay, there's a whole different movie, I think, within this movie, Chad, because he opens up, and it's just the crevasse, this hidey hole in the walls. It's just filled with disturbing drawings and like plans and schematics. Is like, okay, Charlie was gonna do something big, okay? Was he gonna shoot up his school? He was doing something, Chad. I'm like, I'm concerned about Charlie. Why is he always taking vitals? Why is he so interested in the human anatomy? It's like, there's a lot of interesting things here. Shooter Junior, yeah. Oh yeah. And so he hides in there, but he gives a little thumbs up to the, hey, thank you, abomination baby car. And Charlie goes, no problem. He's like, that was a little creepy. I don't like the way you said that, Charlie. And he locks himself in there. But oh no, Chat. Cersei walks into the room and she's checking and shit. She's like, she's like, oh no, she's coming to the hidey hole. Chat's like, no, don't do that. But then she hears like a noise. She hears a noise and fucking the guy, Mysterious Stranger, he was just about to stab the shit out of Cersei's Chat with his stab knife. But it's okay. She wanders off. And fucking, Charlie Billy's like, whoo! Big sigh of relief, Chat. But then we cut back to good old Tony Hawk, Chat, and he goes to the front door because he hears some more banging, and we're gonna confront him with the fucking polite, Purger, Chat, and he goes, Mr. Hawk, have you found our piggy yet? And he goes, listen, man, I'm trying to find him, okay? We lost him. He's somewhere here. It's just like, we want him so bad, Mr. Hawk. I'm trying to be polite, but we really, really need him. We need to purge. And then this one guy just walks up. He's like, come on, motherfucker, open the goddamn door. And the guy, the fucking polite purger, just shoots him in the head, just blows his fucking brains out. And he's like, whoa. And he's like, Mr. Hawk, I just wanted to let you know, okay, that guy right there, he was my best friend in the world. Now, can you imagine what I would do to you since you're not my friend? And it's like, that was the one intimidating line that he had in the movie. And Ethan Hawke's like, all right, buddy, okay, I'm gonna go fucking find the guy. And then we get this more fucking footage, more B-roll of all these purgers just, fucking playing hopscotch, and every neighborhood has a swing set, Chat. Random creepy swing set. And they're all in the swing sets, and they have their axes, and you have these girls wearing these like 1950s nightgowns, wearing buddy masks. It's like, what the fuck? Where did they go to get this shit? Very bizarre. And they're all fucking, throwing their machetes at each other and catching the machetes in midair. It's like, okay. But eventually, Chad, we cut back upstairs, and Charlie, he's got his little baby abomination car there. And Zoe, she's a little jump scared, Chad. Zoe, she's like, Charlie, I'm so sorry about Dad. Is Dad okay? I'm so sorry. I love you, little brother. I'm sorry. I'm going to let all this blow over. I'm going to go hide in your little weird crevasse, hidey hole in the walls, okay? She's like, no, don't do that. Don't hide in my crevasse. And Chad, that's what she does. So she lifts that up, and you hear we hear a little screech, a little scream. And good old Ethan Hawke, he runs up the stairs, Chad, goes to good old Charlie's room near his crevasse, and what does he see? What is the scene, Chad? The mysterious stranger, Chad, manages to find a gun, and he is holding Zoe hostage. He's like, man, I don't want to hurt your daughter, but you got to back up, okay? And Ethan Hawke's like, listen, man, you got to put your gun down. Don't point it at my daughter. And he's like, I'm not going out there, okay? I'm not going out there to die, all right? He's like, you got to go out there to die. He's like, why do I have to die? Why is that, okay? Your son let me in. He didn't have permission to let you in. And they're slowly backing off in the hallway, and like Ethan Hawke, he's backing up, Chat, and he sees over the shoulder mysterious stranger is laying ahead of Chat. Fucking Cersei goes, oh, hell yeah, wife. And he's like, you gotta put it down, man, or I'm gonna shoot you. And he says something kind of fucked up. I will shoot my daughter to shoot you. She is mean to me. And he goes, whoa. And then he's like, get him, wife. And fucking Cersei goes, and she starts like hitting the guy and shit. He goes, ah. And then Ethan Hawke, that's the thing is, the guy slams Zoe's head into the fucking, like, brains her, Chat. And for the rest of the film, she's really derpy. She kind of struggles to talk. It's like, you rattled something inside that head. And she's like, that. She's like, that. She's only good at one-word phrases from now on. It's like, oof. That's not good. You're not making a good case for yourself, mysterious stranger. But eventually, Chad, due to the kerfuffle, due to the wrestling between the mysterious stranger and Ethan Hawke, the fucking gun goes off and he shoots the guy in the side of his tum-tum. He goes, ah! And he's like, we got him down. And they like, okay, we got him. Let's drag him into the other room. And like Zoe, she's all knocked out and derpy and shit. And she's like, she'll come too. And they get Charlie in there. Charlie, hold the flashlight. We're going to duct tape him. We're going to duct tape his legs. We're going to put him in this chair until he comes to. I think, fucking Ethan Hawke, he also brains him with a vase. Brains him with a good old vase, chat. And he's all knocked down. They start duct taping him, but he fucking comes to. He's like, ah! He starts to fight him off, chat. But he's like, Lena Headey, get the mail opener, get the envelope opener. And he's like, what are we talking about? Get it. And they grab it, chat. Basically, it's mail opener. It's like really, it's a knife. He's like, stab him. Just start stabbing. She's like, stab him. Just start stabbing. And so, Chad, she takes the letter opener and just starts stabbing this guy. And it's like, whoa. He's like, ow, stop stabbing me. It's great. He's like, all right, I'm done. I'm not going to struggle anymore. Just please stop stabbing. And so they get him up into this little chair, chat. They start duct taping him and everything. Zoe's coming too. She's just like, what the fuck? And Charlie at this point, he's like, what are you guys gonna do? We gotta give him up. So we gotta give him up. That's wrong. We're like killing him. He's like, we're not killing him. We're not the ones who killing him. Those guys are gonna kill him. Okay, it's not the same thing. It's not that we're not purchased. Like, you guys stabbed this man. You tried to kill him. And he's like, that's because. Listen, these are complicated questions right now, okay? We don't have time to answer. Charlie, he's just like, fuck you guys. I'm going home. You are home, Charlie. But he runs off, Chad. Doesn't want anything to do with this. Zoe's disgusted. And Lena Headey, she's like, what the fuck are we doing? Tony Hawk, what are we doing? He goes, what are we doing? I love you. She's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Just don't touch me. And she's like, we got to do this. And she's like, no, we're not doing this. I got to go check on Charlie. And she runs off for Charlie, chat. And he's like, fucking Ethan Hawke, he sees the blood on himself, chat, like everything. And he's just like, what the fuck? And Zoe does something really creepy where another jump scare where she's directly in front of Ethan Hawke. He goes, and she goes, nah. So can't say Dad. He's like, Zoe, are you okay? She's like, Dad, we shouldn't do this. It's wrong. It's wrong. We can't do this. And I'm sorry about Henry, and he tried to kill you. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. And he's just like, he looks at the guy. He's like, fuck. Fine. It's like, all right. And he goes looking for Cersei. And Cersei, at this point, she goes downstairs, chat, and they fucking hooked up. The trucks have come. They got the hooks and the chains. They already put them on every goddamn door and window. And she's like, all right, fuck that guy. We're gonna give him to him. She runs back up the stairs. She's like, Ethan Hawke, Tony Hawk, let's give him to him. And he's like, no, we're not gonna do that. She's like, are you sure? Because I kind of changed my mind because they're coming in the house. He goes, nah, this is our house. We're gonna defend ourselves. That's what we're going to do. Okay? She goes, I shouldn't have had a sense of morality minutes ago. Nah, fuck. All right, fine. And so they'll go back downstairs. Here's the battle plan, shit. They get every gun they have in the house. They got the shotguns. They get the pistols. Here's the siege part of the movie, chat. The siege is about to commence. They said, Charlie, you're going to go hide in the basement. That's where you're going to go. Zoe, hide under your bed, okay? Stay separated, which I'm like, why are you going to have them stay separated? Shouldn't they be hiding together? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But go hide underneath your bed. And she goes, okay. Maybe she runs off. Maybe they don't know what happened to Zoe. And she gets lost again, I guess. And they're like, all right, here's the battle plan. I'm going to defend the foyer, the front of the house. Cersei, you're going to defend the back of the house. And they fucking break. She gets 2 pistols, chat, and he gets 2 shotguns. Kind of cool shotgun where you have to hold it like this. And you got to, he loads it, locks it, and then blasts it. It's kind of cool. And he's holding that, chat. And fucking, the polite Purge is like, Ethan Hawke, you didn't give us back our piggy. We're coming on in, and I huff, and I puff, and I blow your fucking house down. And they fucking hook these things up, Chad. They reverse the cars, and they just tear down. Like, again, this security system fucking sucks. And they tear down every single metal wall or door. They all come down, Chad, easy. And Ethan Hawke, he's fucking ready, Chad. He's got both shotguns. He's got like this. He's like, I'm waiting. And the guy comes in and just starts blasting into the foyer, Chad. Going in that direction, and he opens up, and he just fucking blasts this guy all in the tummy, chat. Just boom, just explodes into blood and guts and bone meal and cartilage, chat. That guy is dead. And then we cut back upstairs, chat, to good old Lena Headey. And she's like, she's sitting there with her 2 pistols. People are like breaking in the house and things. And she shoots them. She shoots 2 of these people. And then we get one of the absolute funniest scenes in the movie where she's kind of going down a hallway, chat. And right behind her, there's an open window. And this guy creeps in, like right one of the purges. He creeps on in, chat. It's like, okay, here we go. He's going to fucking get Lena Headey. No. Again, chat, much like the mysterious stranger, he's just constantly following her. And so you see, like, this happens not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times in the movie where we cut between Ethan Hawke being a badass, chat, / Tony Hawk being a badass, and Lena Headey just always being followed by this guy. He's not doing anything, chat, just following her. So we see Lena Headey in the upstairs hallway. We see her in the bedroom where the guy's following her. We see her down the foyer with the guy following her. And then we also see him in the fucking kitchen, chat, until they finally he does attack her. But we're not there yet. But I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And eventually, we cut back to good old Charlie, chat. He's high in the basement. It's like, oh, isn't this not good? It's like he hears the shenanigans happen upstairs, chat. He hears some blasting. He's got a little flashlight. But, oh no, the door suddenly opens and closes. He's like, oh, is someone in here? And the flashlight, because of course, chat, the flashlight stops fucking working. He goes, no, work. He goes, oh, and then it's Purge person. And he grabs Charlie, chat. He got him by this goddamn long Snape greasy hair. He pulls him out, and he's just about to put a cap in that beautiful, obviously balding head. He's 12 and he's already balding. But it's okay though, chat, because Ethan Hawke steps in there and fucking blasts him. He's like, Charlie, go with your sister. Survive. And so he runs up to his sister, chat. They hide under the bed at one point, and they're like scared and shit. But then we just get various scenes of Ethan Hawke being a badass, chat. Fucking saves Lena Headey from that one guy who was just following her for 4 separate scenes. But then we're kind of in the rec room. And we get this one couple who has an axe, chat. They're fucking. He's like holding her like this over his back, chat, like piggyback, like piggyback. She's like, ha 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 ha. She's like laughing at all the pictures. Eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger by the toe, like who they want to kill and shit. But eventually they come to the rec room, and Ethan Hawke, he just starts fucking blasting, chat, but he misses, of course. And they get into a little scrap, chat. Eventually, the girl, she's fucking nuts. She's like, axe obviously beats shotgun. Ethan Hawke's like, no, it doesn't. And he blasts her, chat, cuts her in half. Eventually, the guy's like, no, you killed my weird psychotic bunny girlfriend with 50s attire. And he goes after Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke, he just grabs this guy and just starts fucking slamming his face into a pinball machine, chat, until all the pinballs and glass is inside. He's like, and he's fucking dying. He shoots him. He double taps. I'll give Ethan Hawke this, chat. He double taps like a motherfucker, okay? Gets the girl again, gets the guy, another guy comes in with a pool cue, he gets him too, and he's like, well, my job is done, and he walks up, he turns around, chat, boom, stabbed in the gut. By who? The polite Purge. He's like, hello, Ethan Hawke, God bless you. God bless you for the greatest purge of our young lives. Now go to sleep. And he fucking passes on, chat, passes on. Eventually, we cut back to Lena Headey, and she's about to be attacked. She's about to be attacked by someone else, chat, like by one of the guys who was following her. But it's okay, because all of a sudden, these new characters arrive, chat. The neighbors. Remember the neighbors who were like being all weird earlier? They start blasting all the other young purgers. They start blasting, chat. Zoe and Charlie, they're about to be killed. They blast those guys who are about to kill them. They're like, what's going on? And then Charlie and Zoe and Lena Headey, they all meet in the foyer. Fucking Ethan Hawke, he's dragging himself back to the foyer, and the neighbors. Before they could do that, they're holding Ethan Hawke. Just like, Dad. And he's like, I'm okay. But then the polite Purger, he's like, hello, family. I just want to say, you guys look absolutely bang. And he is just shot to shit, Chad. Bullets, hot molten lead in his little body. And he keels over. And the neighbors come from the shadows. And they're like, oh my God, thank God. Karen delivered the killing blow, Chad. Karen, thank you. And she's like, thank you so much. And while this is all happening, chat, they're looking down at Ethan Hawke, and Ethan Hawke's like, I love you. And Zoe goes, arr. It's like, no, they don't know the context. Okay, Zoe. and Ethan Hawke passes away, chat. He dies right then and there. And Karen's like, after he passes away, she's just like, thank you. We just need a moment. She's like, well, honestly, you shouldn't thank me just yet, okay? I don't know if you should thank me, because I mean, you know, you guys were ours. And he was like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, we couldn't have these guys come in here and spoil our fun. No, we want to purge too. We have to purge, Cersei. And it's like, oh my God, they're here to kill the family, chat. They killed all the purgers so they can kill fucking Cersei and Zoe and goddamn Charlie and Ethan Hawke. He's already dead. He's like, well, it's too bad. I mean, we wanted to kill him the most. She's like, what are you talking about? He sold all those security systems to us, and they're shit, by the way, and you had to throw it in our face with your extra wing of your home, your new addition. Do you know how that made us feel? Terrible. And we're here to purge because she's like, what? She's like, well, your husband's already dead. We really want to kill him, but I guess we're just gonna kill you right here. It's a beautiful foyer, by the way. All right, just get the kids in a big old group. Let's get Harold, bring the knives. He got the knives. And he gets the knife, Chad, and they're like, oh, we're going to stab the shit out of you, and then we're going to take turns of stabs, and then we'll save you for last. She's like, don't hurt my children. Don't hurt my children. It's like, we're going to hurt them, like, a lot. And then, Chad, before, like, the first stabbing is about to commence, ba-boom! Fucking Harold's blown. She's like, Harold! Or some guy, doesn't matter. Gets blown away, Chad, and it's the mysterious stranger. And he's like, all right, you crazy fucking white people, back the fuck up. And it's like, oh my God, yes, he's here to save the day, Chad. After the Hawk family came to his aid, he's returning the favor. And at this point, like, he tells them, drop all their weapons, and fucking Karen and all the other guys, they're backing up and shit. She's like, just fucking do it. Just do it. Purge us. She's getting hot about it. She's just, purge. And Leia Headey's like, no, don't kill them. Don't kill them. And she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's like, no, we're not. No more. No one dies tonight. No more people die tonight. And then, chat, for the rest of the movie, they go to the living room and they just sit there until 7 a.m. And it's super fucking awkward. They're like, yeah, so, that was, so how's everyone doing? How's work treating you? And Leia Headey, she's just covered in blood. Everyone's just like, ugh. It's really awkward. Like, Leia Headey starts asking fucking Harold, how is Karen's purge party? He goes, fuck you, bitch. Excuse me, I didn't hear that. He goes, it was nice. It was very nice. She goes, yeah, I thought so. And then, chat, right before the fucking hour hand strikes 7, fucking Karen, she tries to pull some Karen shenanigans, chat. She grabs a shotgun and she tries to fucking shoot Lena Headey, but the mysterious stranger, he fucking knocks that shotgun away, and Lena Headey grabs Karen's face and just slams her right into the hardwood table, chat. And if she had a nose, she doesn't have it now, because she lifts her head up and it's just fucking broken. Just blood, teeth are gone. And she's like, there's no more killing. And then that hand strikes 7, chat, and she's like, all right, now get the fuck out of my house. And they all get up and they just leave. And they're all looking out. There's their neighbors return home. That would be a very awkward situation, chat. Like, what happens like a few weeks, like the next day, where you go, hi, Karen. Hi, Cersei. Like, what's that conversation going to be, chat? And then we just, the mysterious stranger, he's just kind of like, well, good luck to you. And he puts the gun back down that he used, chat, and he just leaves. He just walks away into the daylight. And then we hear all this radio program and people, how this was the best purge ever. According to these statistics put out by our illustrious leader, our new founding fathers, this is the best purge in history. Murder was up, rape was up, and you know the thieving was up too. This was a great night. You hear all these different interviews of other people, chat. But that, my friends, that is the purge. The first in the, very popular franchise. Now, as I said before, chat, like, I love a good siege film, but honestly, the siege doesn't happen till, like, the last 15 minutes. For the most part, it's just kind of slow and suffers from just a lot of boring fucking tropes. Like, there are, as I told you before, there are so many scenes of people being followed in the dark and nothing happening. And what sucks about it, chat, is that you don't really care about any of the characters. Like, they have a sudden sense of morality when it's important for the plot itself, but that was never baked in with them. They never learned, like, any sense of any lessons, and it's just a really frustrating experience overall. Yeah, and then the kids are bad. I mean, Charlie's just fucking weird, and Zoe's just a pain in the ass, chat. And when she gets a little derpy, that's funny. But before that, terrible. So, yeah, I'd probably give this, like, I don't know, a low rental. I give it, like, a low rental, chat, sadly.